So this is what you see when you first open the application. And here's your main view. You can use the mouse to change the viewing angle. The right mouse button will zoom in, and then the mouse scroll wheel will zoom you out if you pull back, and in if you go there. So you can kind of navigate around here in 3D. There's some hotkeys. If you press Z, it'll get you out to a state view. X will get you into a coastal view. C will zoom in further onto whatever swath of land is already loaded. Pressing V will actually get you in even closer. Hitting center map will give you an angled isometric view into that area that's currently located. When you pop it up, it'll just load this one sample set from 1996 here, approximately on Wrightsville Beach. Up here in the corner you have your control panel. At the very top it'll show you the year and month of the sample that you're looking at. Up here at the top of the screen is the timeline. It'll show you one of these tick marks for every sample in your area that's loaded. Just going through a few of these features here. The one that says borders, state and county, if you press that it'll toggle whether or not it draws the state coastal outline and all the county boundaries. Roads will show primary roads in North Carolina only. Flood model, this displays the hurricane inundation flood model either in point form like this, or it can also show it as a triangular mesh like this, and that's valid for the entire extent of the model. So you can see that'll go all the way out to the Caribbean here. This is a very multi-resolution application. We turn that off. I'll show you how to load some terrain. So right now this version has everything from New Hanover down to the South Carolina boundary. So the easiest way to look around at the terrain is to press quick load over here. And quick load, what it'll do is when you enter any loading mode, it's going to draw what terrain data it has available. The intensity of the white color here shows you how many samples are for each of those locations. So if it's bright white, it means it has full sampling for, say, 10 different time steps in 10 different years. Things that are not as intense, that are more transparent, that might only have 1 or 2 different samples. If you use quick load, what it does is it looks through the data catalog and it tries to find the most recent sampling for that location, and it will load that. So I'm going to try to go select something on Wrightsville Beach here, and you can either click once to select a single quad, or you can drag the mouse and you'll see a little red line, and it will actually load any quad that's under that line. Do note that this is highly memory intensive, so you can only load maybe 4 quads at a time, and if you do a full load, you know, it's going to take quite a while to load it in. You can see for those quads that I selected, I now have some terrain data up, and there's a couple different ways that we can look at this terrain data. So right now you're seeing the extruded values, and this is kind of a raster that's been extruded in 3D to show height values, and it's been colored by height to show you an approximation of beach and upland areas and buildings. Over here on the control panel you can change how terrain is drawn. So right now this is extruded, there's none, there's raster. So here you're seeing the underlying raster that's being used to calculate height values and differences between the different years. You can also go look at the original point cloud. So if I just click point cloud on, you can now see the actual points from the LiDAR image. Do note that all ones that are below 0 have been removed from the data set when it's on